Okay, Schroder. Dennis Schroder just won EuroBasket MVP. He led Germany to their first title since 1993. ESPN's Tim Bontemps said of Hoop Collective that he is a Hall of Famer now.
He's won a world championship. He's
He's
won a
never been an
world
all-star.
championship. He's won a wait.
Okay.
Let's be clear.
I love Dennis Schroder.
Let me be clear.
Yep.
It is the Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame. Not it. It is your basketball career. While his NBA career is one, there are guys that have made it in the Hall of Fame purely based off of their international play only. There are international only guys that have made it into the NBA. There are NBA players with combined international play have put them into the Hall of Fame, right? So you look at it like Marc Gasol, him hit what he accomplished plus his international play with Spain is one of the things that helped him be a Hall of Famer. So if you say no, he is not like based off of his NBA career, he was a good player. But if you go international and you've won EuroLeague and you've won a world championship, did they win the world championship? Was that what they won? Germany won the world championships, right?
EuroBasket?
Yep.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
no. They won the world championships a couple years ago, Germany.
He was the World Cup MVP in 23.
Yeah,
FIBA
so that's
World
what I'm
Cup
saying.
MVP. Yep.
Yeah, World Cup. So for that, I think that was like the world championships. It was like the World Cup. So it's like when you
Yes,
look
they
at
did.
yeah, so you look
2023.
at winning the world championship in all the countries and then going and winning EuroLeague, all like those are huge things. We don't look at it. We don't look at it from our perspective like that's an American thing. But outside of America, where there's more people that play basketball in the world than that play in this country, those two things are gigantic.
You guys
When
want
they
me to
won the
give you this as well? Only
go.
7 players ever won MVP at World Cup and EuroBasket, and they're all Hall of Famers.
Actual
Channing?
I got no argument.
Okay.
I think if people are saying to be the greatest of your country, and obviously they're always going to give it to Dirk, but like for Dennis to do that, and now he's in that conversation, you got to be special. And you look at every year, you look at how Germany has gotten better and better, and he's been ahead of that snake. And again, I'm not comparing, but to me, he reminds me of the situation of like Kyle Lowry. You look at the Toronto Raptors, yeah, they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, but they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. What was that? Or like consistently being really, really good. He's the best player ever to play for the Raptors, most consistently winning. You have to reward that. You have to really take that into consideration, knowing how many kids are on that team, knowing that he's playing with Franz and Mo Wagner, Daniel Tyson, those other guys, and still winning.
we need to start giving credit to what these leagues are.
Oh yeah,
He's going against Jokic's and Giannis's
Markkinen.
and Markkinen's. He's going against Doncic. Like the best players in the world are playing over there. Let's be honest. The best players in the world are playing for their countries over in EuroLeague. The best players in the world are not always here in the United States. So the competition that they're navigating is Hall of Fame competition. That's what you're working with. Who grew up in this country? Who's of German descent? You get to go play games and they've come out on top 2 times. Those are Hall of Fame resumes.
Let me ask you this question before we have a little fun with this. Does international success matter more than the NBA?
No, no, but it is growing in importance. It is No, it does not, but it is growing in importance. This is such a unique case, but we see that international basketball is growing in levels. NBA is spreading. They're going to try and start a Euro League of some sort. The international players keep winning MVPs. We don't know who's next in our generation. There's so many layers to this that shows how important that is, even for a development standpoint. The 22 through 26-year-old players from Europe that play in the NBA, they are playing hyper competitive, intense, coached system basketball right now. What are our 23 to 25-year-olds doing currently right now? That's an advantage that they have for their development. Our 23 to 25-year-olds that are, still they're working out with their trainers. They might be working out with their teams. They're doing those guys are over there playing hyper competitive, intense basketball. So when the season starts, who has a better chance to be a part of, lock in, and be in those systems? I would say the European players do. That's where the system keeps building. That's why we're seeing less dominance. It's a system there.
Allie, repeat that question just so I make sure I got it right.
Does international success matter more than NBA?
Okay, here's two examples. If Carmelo Anthony didn't go over and get gold medals and dominate overseas the way he is, the best, one or two, the best Olympic player ever to come out of America, what would his career look like in total? Right? I think we are now giving the weight that is necessary to play in the Olympics, to play overseas, to do these things, where other players who may not have been as successful, we don't look at them with the same light. Right? I think, and this is a very early example, but look at Jason Tatum's NBA storied career. Right? All he's missing is MVP. Right? Like a regular season MVP. But then you look at Carmelo's career and you look at what he does overseas. I think the overseas weight just is equal to the NBA weight, in my opinion.
I think but I think this is what's different is there's more opportunities for certain groups of NBA. Like to make the USA team, right, means that you have to be probably a top 50 player in the world, right? Like you got to make the NBA, the NBA, you're most likely a top, like to make it from America to maybe top 40, top 30, right? When you start looking at the ranks of the guys that were up there, you got to be probably top 30, 35 in the world. To make the Germany team or to make the Greek team, you are probably a little bit lower just from their population.
Well, use Slovenia.
So Slovenia. I'm saying Slovenia. So I'm saying there's you get an opportunity to play on those. You get an opportunity to play on those teams where I don't think American players get that opportunity because you have to be one of the top 30 to play. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.